Hello, everybody. I'm J Pinkert. Hope everyone's good today. Hope everyone still has hair in their head with this volatility that we've been seeing. Hello, Matthias. How are you? Nice to see everybody. Thank you for spending your most precious currency, which is your time, to hear some of the things that I have to say and share with you today. I think it's a great day to be talking about the markets because we definitely had a pivotal week with the dollar taking off out of nowhere last week. I believe last week I told everyone that was at that seminar that Valeria was hosting that pay attention to the yen. I expected something big to happen. Of course, it happened on Sunday night. Huge move. I think it's for real. And then the way the dollar just roared back this week, I think is also a significant event in the market, and believe that we're headed back up towards those highs that we put in the Dixie. And we may as well get to the charts because a picture always speaks louder than 1,000 words. Feel free to stop me at any time to clarify what I'm talking about. These are my best guess probabilities for the way I see markets playing out. Of course, you could flip a coin on the news with the NFP tomorrow, but a lot of these setups I'm looking at to be initiated next week. So why don't we get started and start looking at some charts. I like to start these webinars off with taking a look at the dollar index. I think that if you are a currency trader and you trade individual pairs, that it's also very important to look at the basket. Kind of like if you traded U.S. equities and you owned individual stocks, you'd also want to look at the Dow and the S&P for general market direction, and then you would select based upon your research what would be your preferred buys and shorts in the market with individual issues or sectors. So we want to start off with the bigger picture and the basket, and here we go. We'll look at the US dollar. Let me get the camera activated here. Okay, everyone see the Dixie chart in front of them? It's a December contract of the DC dollar index. Was it clear? Got some Y's in the room that you could see this December dollar index chart. Okay, Rob, thanks. Okay, if you were smart enough to buy the dollar Friday, my hat's off to you. I was looking for maybe 74.20 or so, and we just right out of the gate, we smoked. We're stalling up here at some 78 resistance. So for next week, I'm going to be working with the premise that this low, being a higher low than what we set in August, is the beginning of another advance to take us to the old highs, and most likely through them. I could come up with 85, 86 counts. And to me, the line in the sand of this being real is going to happen just a little bit above the 76 level. You see, that was significant resistance we broke out of, tried to hold it, and to me, this looked like just a bear trap. They got all the bulls out, all the dollar bulls out, all the euro bears out, and then within 2 days, we were back at major resistance. So I'm working under the contention that this is a significant low and looking to buy fib retracements down in here around the 76.20 to 76 even level, risking this low. Okay? Part of the scenario, of course, is stock indexes are rallying with it. You know, they're doing everything they can. We had an interest rate cut out of the ECB, which I don't think the market was expecting, at least not today. So they're starting to pull out the kitchen sink, and we got this rally with the euro dollar, the Eurozone cutting rates. S&Ps are liking it. Perhaps they challenge these highs. Maybe they try, right around the 1275, 1300 level. But if the dollar's good, I'm not looking for much more follow through in the S&Ps. Maybe they just want to shake out the shorts above this high. Maybe it's over tomorrow. But this is going to be the linchpin. So again, I'm going to be looking to buy the dollar index, most likely into next week. Tomorrow's kind of a no trade day for me. Although I have seen significant turning points on the NFP. So does everyone understand the implication that I have here is that this low is going to stand and we're on our way to 80 and above. So I'm going to probe the market. But like W.D. Gann says, if you don't learn how to change your mind, you won't have any change left. And it's very possible that if they're successful, that we break down and maybe put in one more low. That would be the ultimate trap. But right now, I'm going on the belief that this is real. I think they had a lot of people short the dollar. They're all hoping this is just a bounce in a bear market rally and that we're going to fail again. Probably like they're betting on the yen failing again, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. And it's my belief that we're going to put in a lower high above this high and start closing above 78 and start to rock it. Remember I said that, hi Kareem, I believe it was a week or so ago I said the most unexpected event with what was happening in Europe was to see the euro back over 140. Well, they accomplished that in a week and took 600 pips out of it in a heartbeat. So I don't think we're going to see that 142.5 level. I'm figuring between here is about 38.3, maybe halfway back, gets into the 39 level. Best case scenario for the euro, if they really love the number tomorrow, would be, in my view, 140-ish. And then I'm looking for a 10, 11 cent decline from there. I'm looking for a 1.618. So right now I'm going with a pretty bullish dollar scenario, because if this was just the first part of it, and this is a successful retest of it in here, then what we had here will be dwarfed by what we're going to get here. Because if this is C or 3, we're going to get a fib extension of this, meaning in round numbers, if this move was from 74 to 80, oh yeah, look at that 3 drive to a top formation, which we were accurate in forecasting. So if we rallied 600 pip points from here, if we rallied 1.618 of that would be almost a 10-point rally, would take you to 84 to 85 up here. 1.618 of this advance from here would take you well above the 80 level. Can I get some wise in the room that they understand the rationale for why I think this could be the money wave in the dollar? Because C's and 3's are larger than 1s or 8's. Okay? Any questions on the Dixie before I start breaking it down for you? Okay, let's start off with the USDCAD. USDCAD. Everyone see it? So, this is the hourly chart, and I'm looking at the potential here that we're forming some type of right shoulder. And I think we're going to do something revolutionary here today. Can anyone in the room tell me what RSI stands for? Do you guys know what the RSI is? If you do, tell me what it stands for, because we're renaming it. Anyone know the RSI? What it means? Come on, Kareem, you know what it means. The RSI, commonly known as the Relative Strength Index. Okay? See this high? See this high? Confirmed high. We had a little divergence here, but in my book, this is a confirmed high. We took out this high, had a higher RSI reading. So I'm renaming the Relative Strength Index the Really Simple Implication Index. Real Simple Implication, RSI. The implication of a confirmed high is that there will be another high. Just like here in Swiss, we confirm this high, see the reading of the RSI. Well, the real simple implication was after a correction, because we had a confirmed high, we were going to have another high. Markets rarely top when they confirm the high. Markets rarely bottom when they confirm the low. Okay, before Aussie rallied, we had a confirmed low. So we had a bounce, but because we had a confirmed low, the RSI was saying the real simple implication of a confirmed low is that there will be another low that may or may not confirm. Here we had some divergence. See that? Higher reading. But when you have a confirmed low, may not be able to always exactly forecast the zigzag of it, but the fact that it was confirmed could have been telling you as a trader in here that, you know what? Aussie confirmed this low. I should be looking to get short this market until we make a new low and see if it's confirmed or not. Wise in the room that you understand that. So, to me, USDCAD has a confirmed high. So, with my thesis on the dollar, I'm looking to accumulate USDCAD between here and, say, these lows, 99.90, this high, par 20, I believe, par 30. So I'm looking for a spot to buy this because the real simple implication of a confirmed high in Canada, it implies that another high is to come. So, my zone to buy is somewhere in here next week. I probably won't do anything or if I do it, it'll be lightly after the number down here tomorrow. Any questions on Canada? I'm looking for new highs, 102.50 or so initially. Take out all the people who think they have a top. Where do you think their stops are? Think there's some stops here or above this high? Probably not as many stops down here because this move happened almost out of nowhere. Monday, Tuesday, we were at major resistance in a couple of days. So this might be the last bus stop down here to buy it before we break out. Questions on Canada? And remember, these are just my views. And what do I know? I'm just a blind squirrel looking for a few nuts, like the rest of you guys. If we've learned anything so far in this webinar, give me a Y and tell me what it was. No one learned anything. Okay. British pound. Think you can make a run at these highs here? It's possible. It had a much shallower decline than euro, right? Which looks weaker to you, this or this? Which has a better chance of retesting its highs? This or this? Heck, one more day like this and we're there, right? So I have a 62.10 number, which would be above these highs. These highs were 61.65. Possibly we make a run at 162, and I'll be alert for shorts. There'll definitely be daily divergence if we make a new high. Euro, I'm figuring halfway back, 139, 140 in this zone. And then I think we'll make a run at these lows. This decline was 640. So if this is a 2 or a B and we roll over after this pop and we get 1.618 of this, you're talking 1,000 pips. So 139 would get you 129. US dollar yen, last week's webinar, was anyone here when I said be alert for something big in the yen? I would call that a big candle. This time I don't think we're going to make new lows. I don't think they're going to accommodate people to get in, even though it still was just Japan acting on their own instead of it being concerted. I think this changed the trend for a while. I think it was, I was talking about, which now looks, oops. It looked far-fetched last week, but not as far-fetched now. Last week, I said I was looking for these highs to be taken out, over 80. I actually think that for this cycle, we're headed up towards 85 now. If you have the stomach for it, I'd be buying breaks. You know, if you have a chance to buy this around 77.60 or so, above, right around these previous highs, it's worth a shot. Maybe risking closes under 77. 76, something like that. So I like the yen now. Euro GBP, I think this sealed the fate for me on the euro. Had a good week last week and gave up almost everything. Last time it was down here, euro was 131. Somewhere in here. Okay. I think all rallies have to be sold. I think we're headed towards 83.50. I'm a seller around 86.80 to 87.20 on this, looking for an 83 handle. Aussie, I'm a seller in the 105 zone, looking for 97. Because we had about a 500 pip decline, 550. So the next move in Aussie could be 800, 900 pips. from wherever it tops up here. Same scenario with Kiwi, it's even weaker. And my last long candidate's going to be the Swiss, right around 87.40, 87.20. Again, we have confirmed highs in Swiss, so I'm looking for at least this high to be taken out. 89.80-ish, maybe head back up to 90.20. And those are the pairs that I cover. Any questions? On the methodology or forecasts? On any pairs that you guys are in that I didn't cover, I'd be happy to provide my analysis, although it'll be kind of on the fly. Any other pairs? Okay, everyone. Let me try this one more time. If you learned anything new at this webinar, give me a Y and tell me what it was. If you enjoyed it, give me a Y and tell me what you enjoyed. Kareem's laughing out loud. See, I wasn't seeing it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't seeing your answers. Okay. One of the questions is, what would negate my view? You still have to use, you like Barcanel? He's here, isn't he? Money management, Barcanel. I mean, I'm gonna be buying the Swiss and probing the long side here, looking for reversal signals, but I'm not gonna, use a 500 pip stop. Okay? Does that clarify? I'll still have some type of market or money management stop in there. Does that answer your question? Because you're right. Because if I held fast to that view, Euro confirmed last Friday. Check it out on shorter time frames. Should have me bullish Euro. See? Right here. So once in a while it throws me. Nothing works all the time. Or maybe I'm wrong and the dollar's going to collapse and Euro's going to 150. Could be. I think it's going to have a tough time getting through this area. 139.20 is, I think, halfway back. Maybe another 100 pips, and I'll take a shot. Everything's always a shot, isn't it? When you really come down to it. Of course, the better your trade selection, the better your performance. And remember, the difference between pros and amateurs, our pros know how to lose, so they have money left to be right with. So I want to thank everyone for spending their most precious currency, their time here today. I hope I wasn't too much of an overzealous dollar bull, but I think that these could be decent setups. And if we get the kind of action that's traditional into Thanksgiving, they say Thanksgiving's for the bears. To me, that would imply some type of dollar rally into that time frame. So that's my look forward to next week. You guys know what's in my head, and when you see the markets in those areas, know that, that's where I'm going to be looking to execute. You can find me at yourtradingroom.com if you have an interest in working with us. So thanks again, Matthias, Adinda, for facilitating this for us and the members. And And till next week, everybody, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Thank you.